Welcome to SAP Learning Academy and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be telling you about the null values in Composite further. I'll be telling you some of the important facts on null values, and also I'll be telling you an example where I have shown how to use null values. So the facts are: left outer join may create null values. When null values can occur for one involved info object, the push down of exception aggregation is not possible anymore. Here, push down of exception aggregation meaning that the calculation will not be done on HANA DB. Number third, if you want to define queries on calculation view which may return null values, create a HCPR based on the view. It is not recommended to use a analytic view. So here what I mean that, suppose your calculation view returns some null values. So if you want to show or if you want to show the result correctly into the report, it is recommended that you create a HCPR, then you create a query. It is not recommended to use the analytic view which you create using transaction RSTD HM publish, since the correct handling of null values is not guaranteed in this case. And last point, confirming the reference integrity check in HCPR with a HANA model may avoid null values. Now coming into the example that we want to show. Suppose you have a join like table 1 and table 2, and you have a join on STPE customer. So here you have a result like this. Suppose your table 2 don't have a value called C004. So in this case, so these characteristics and key figures will be showing as null in the screen like this. Now, if you create a composite provider based on this view, so then you have to do the mapping, all this thing like this, and you have to define the filter. It is important to create, when you create a query on this composite provider, it is important to mention the filter, because filter is important to extract the null values, because here C001 to C003, here the values are, here you can see. So if you don't specify the null value, so you won't get data. So it's important to specify the restriction like this. And now when you run the query in RSRT, and you can see that the null values are showing correctly, like those of the characteristics are showing as has, and those are the key figures showing as 0. So what we understood till now is that if we're using, if your calculation returning some null values, it is important to create composite border, and also filtering, also restricting the filter with has in the query. Now the last point on the reference integrity checkmark that I just want to show that, where you have the option. If you go to the settings tab of the composite border, you can see that there's a option user confirmed reference integrity. If you do this check mark, so it will also help to return or correct values on null. Thank you for watching. That's all about this tutorial. Thank you.